Hey, cute baby elephant. What do you want to be when you grow up? I wanna. I. 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 I wanna kill some motherfucking Romans.
All the humanity and all the best.
We now return to tea time with your Roman legionary. What's up guys, Blade Master here, going to be bringing you yet another Total War Rome 2 online battle in Blade Balance. I think 90% of this channel's videos have been in Total War Rome 2 and that's something that, I actually don't mind at all. Rome 2 multiplayer has been unbalanced, it's seen its rough patches, but I think now it's a lot of fun, especially in Blade Balance. Shout out to Blade Balance. I wonder who made that mod. That guy must be a fucking genius. Because that mod allows for something like this army to be reasonably effective. The Carthaginian elephant rush against a Rome infantry heavy, obviously. Fuck me. It just literally 1 minute into the and I have to fuck up like that. Sorry. And unpause. So, a Carthaginian elephant rush against a Roman, standard infantry army. Fought in Nemetisena, of course. I have obviously taken Carthage. And my opponent, Granite, who's actually a very, very good player and lots of fun to play against, has taken Rome. He's brought a total of 4 legionary cohort whom he's going to keep in the center. And some legionaries and veteran legionaries on the flanks, 1 each on either flank. So, total of 8 melee infantry and 2 spear gladiatrices on the flanks. And they're going to be in front of his 4 total equites. He's got a general and bodyguard with Caesar ability. And he's brought a total of 2 auxiliary Syrian archers, 1 Balearic slinger, and 1 levies. So I think he was definitely prepared for either a lot of cav or a lot of or an elephant with Carthage. And I've brought a lot of cav and an elephant with Carthage. So that's going to be interesting. I brought a total of let me put this in slow motion. I've got 1 Scutari cavalry and 1 Carthaginian on my left flank, and I'm keeping my flanks super numerous because I've got like a Celtic warrior, an Italian swordsman, and another Celtic warrior, and a mercenary Numidian noble cavalry behind them. I've got a total of 2 mercenary companion cav whom I'm keeping relatively in the center. I've got 2 total Scutari, mercenary Italian swords, Celtic warrior, and mercenary Celtic warrior on the flanks. So you can see I've kept the flanks numerous. I've kept the center super thin, not a single skirmisher in sight. General's bodyguard with the strategist, and of course I've got an African elephants here. So haven't wasted any money on the skirmishers. I feel that with Carthage, if you want to go an Eli rush, you have to commit to it completely. Here you can see my mercenary Scutari cavalry don't really fire the javelins. Of course, they do have, even despite that, they still get a proper charge and they kill off like 3 equites. The Scutari cavalry, of course, have fired 1 precursor volley with with their ammo from their horses. You can see the equites got completely slaughtered by so many javelins. That's a benefit of having sword infantry instead of spear infantry on the flanks. The equites just got completely hammered. Both the equites got lost very quickly. That's going to allow me to maybe pull away with my Scutari cavalry quickly. Here I'm pulling away with my late Libyan Hoplites. Took a very nice precursor volley from the legionary cohort, which means that these guys have completely run out of precursor volleys. The reason why that's important is because I need as few javelins from the enemy if I do charge in with my elephants. Here pulling away with Scutari cavalry, his equites just dying to my Celtic warriors. He's pulling them away smartly. This Scutari cavalry not microing them not microing with them very well. And now the spear gladiatrices have actually done really well so far, killing off a lot of my Scutari cav. But now they have to be formed into square because they're just faced up against Celtic warriors, and I'm pulling away with some of the other ones so that they don't get caught by the veteran legionaries. They do get caught though. Charging in with Carthaginian cav, trying to get some of his Syrian archers. He does charge in with the legionaries. I do get a pretty decent charge with one of them though, so that's good. That's a big win, killing off like 15 of his mercenary Syrian archers. Pulling away with this companion cav here. They've got only 25 kills. The equites are charging in, so I'm pulling them around. I pull them around this flank and then let my Celtic warriors and late Libyan Hoplites deal with the equites while my companion cav roams away free. trying to charge through this little gap with my Scutari Cav and then hit his Syrian archers and his Balearic slingers. And then I'm also moving in with my Mercenary Numidian Cav, who've lost a couple of men. I haven't used, I haven't turned off fire at will. So they are wasting some of their ammo, pulling away. They do have a lot of ammo though. The Mercenary Syrian archers firing away at them. They aren't firing at this African elephants though, critically. So I'm going to charge in with my Carthaginian Cav, and now I'm going to charge in with my Mercenary Companion Cav, while my elephants just destroy that one legionary that was isolated there. So this Companion Cav going to put an end to some Balearic slingers and some Syrian archers, while my African elephants on Stampede destroy a lot of those veteran legionaries actually that were there. Mercenary Companion Cav here, 48 men, and the General's Bodyguard is actually losing. They're going to drop very quickly to the Mercenary Scutari Cav with their 15 bonus versus large. The veteran legion is of course going to do incredibly well against my melee infantry, but my cavalry are in pretty dangerous positions for him. The Mercenary Companion Cav, I do pull through with his Spear Gladiatrices, charging in with the Companion Cav, getting some kills on the legionary cohort, trying to get at these levies and all the skirmishes as much as possible, charging in with the super exhausted African elephants who've already almost got a single XP chevron, hitting this legionary and then pulling away the Mercenaries Numidian Noble Cav as well. The Companion Cav got 151 kills, charging in with the late Libyan Hoplite so that his legionary cohort get pinned in place for, even if it's a short amount of time, it's still something. Companion Cav here, only 14 kills and dropping down very quickly. Haven't been able to do much with them. So that's a huge amount of money that I've thrown away basically. But this Companion Cav is in a very dangerous position. My African elephants are exhausted, but they can just destroy this veteran legionaries now. And his levies, the general has already died for him, which is a huge thing, because he has these levies who don't have disciplined, the discipline trait of course. These auxiliary Syrian archers, they're confident, but their general recently died. Although it is looking still very good for Granite. He has that one Cav all the way behind. My Companion Cav are getting hammered by so many of his Balearic slingers and Syrian archers. So I'm going to try, my damnedest to just get at his slingers as much as possible. Even if my Numidian Cav dies in the process, it's fine as long as I can kill off these fucking pesky ass slingers. Here you can see I'm not moving with my my elephants. That's because I'm bringing my general close enough, popping second wind so that they turn back from exhausted into fresh, and here they go again. Now he's got a levies, I believe, who are firing into my Syrian on my African elephants, but critically his legionaries don't really have any volleys of ammunition, so they're going to have to be turned away. And I'm going to use that opportunity to just destroy his levies. My elephants are out of control. They're berserk. But luckily, my Numidian Cav, my strength in maneuverability is going to pay off here. My Companion Cav got a double XP chevron. They've destroyed some of his Balearic slingers, but I'm getting shot at with from auxiliary Syrian archers against my African elephants. Some more volleys and these guys are definitely going to die. So they are in a very precarious position. Celtic Warriors actually attack some of these veteran legionaries in the rear, but he's bringing some of his legionaries now, and they're going to hit my Celtic Warriors and put an end to them. They've actually done pretty decently. 52 kills against Roman infantry, Roman mid-tier infantry, Roman super strong mid-tier infantry. That's not bad. Here, Numidian Cav going to show their versatility, going to charge right into some of these legionaries, I believe, the legionary cohort, and then pull away, getting some kills on his Mercenary Balearic slingers. African elephants still somehow at full strength. And now I'm going to use the late Libyan Hoplites to maybe try and catch these Syrian archers. They do catch some of them, and these Syrian archers are forced to pull away. But then the late Libyan Hoplite is obviously going to get destroyed. But it buys my elephants valuable seconds to get another charge on this super unbraced, braced but super thin formation legionary cohort. You can see some of the Syrian archers still firing into them. But now I've popped Stampede, and 180 kills so far with these guys. I'm going to also time it in with a nice charge from my Numidian Noble Cav, and that's going to knock down these legionary cohort. He's popping Presence, but he should pop the other one, which is Caesar or whatever, I forget, but that makes your units unbreakable. There we go, loyalty of the 10th. So now these guys are unbreakable, but it doesn't really matter because they are super close to each other. They don't have any volleys of ammunition, and my elephants can just stampede all through them. My my Companion Cavalry at 15 men going to rear charge this legionary cohort, and I'm going to time some flaming javelins as well, because I don't really have anything that can go for me now except for trying to get a fear stack. General has died. These are disciplined units, but the general dying still is a major loss in terms of morale, but they are unbreakable. So honestly, that was not really a smart move. Some of these units don't have loyalty of the 10th, which means that they will rout. But yeah, the African elephants now 417 kills. They've lost one unit. Still popping a flaming shot. This is a massive waste. I was feeling so smart. I thought I was a genius, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. These African elephants, 8 out of 9 men left, 443 kills. About to get that 4th experience chevron. This Italian swordsman probably would have just killed off that elephant if I wasn't, if I wasn't so lucky. 7 out of 9 men left. The 7 out of 9 elephants left. They're dropping quickly, but they've gotten so many kills. 510 kills. Only one Italian swordsman at 40 men left. This Italian swordsman at 60 men is killing off the rest of this legionary cohort. I'm going to come in with that Numidian noble cav with 38 men against depleted legionaries. They're going to get a lot of kills for sure. It's going to be a bit too much for some of his legionary cohort. They're wavering, they're routing, and some of the veteran legionaries are just too depleted now. And that javelin just killed off my elephant. There's still 3 men left, but it doesn't really matter. They've gotten a single XP chevron, killing off the rest of these equites and legionary cohort. And the elephant rush has proved too much for the legionaries. Great game, such a satisfying game, really fun game to play against Granite. Thanks for being such a good opponent. I did say I was sorry for pulling through. Man. Yeah, I have mixed feelings towards it. Honestly, no, I don't. I never really was a fan of pull through rules. It's just in this tournament that I did it. These were played under the Blade Balance tournament rules, but the latest version of Blade Balance tournament rules removes pull through bans and stuff. But enough of tournament talk. Let's take a look at the stats. 531 kills with a single silver, 4 ranks on these African elephants. They're cheap, but they can get the job done. The mercenary companions, one of them did really well, the other one got completely wasted. Scutari Cav didn't do much either, but they killed off the equites, which is what I wanted, and some of them managed to get some kills on the Syrian archers and Balearic slingers. Numidian noble Cav, trustworthy as always. Celtic warriors and Italian swordsmen, actually, for the most part, they did pretty decently. Late Libyan hoplites weren't supposed to get any kills, but they were just supposed to hold. They did that reasonably effectively. For him, not targeting my African elephants from the start was kind of a mistake that Granite made. Besides that, I think his Roman army was not optimized. Could have brought some Avocati and veteran legionaries. The spear gladiatrices were actually a good decision, I think, against the mercenary Scutari cavalry. They slaughtered them so quickly. But maybe some gladiator spearmen would have been a better choice, because they have slightly higher staying power. Let's take a look at the gladiator spearmen actually. Let's go Rome. So the spear gladiatrices cost slightly higher than the gladiator spearmen. Both of them have square. Both of them have killing spree. But one has 60 health, the other one has 55, but much greater armor on these on the spear gladiatrices. So that's interesting. And a higher charge bonus on the gladiator spearmen. But yeah, the frenzy charge actually is a very good ability for these ladies to have. Popping them, at the end would make them unbreakable. So yeah, that's cool. Also wanted to take this opportunity to show you guys one of the last few things that I want to bring to Blade Balance. You can see here BB plus 5 melee defense on the Thracian nobles. I've put in the changes made to Blade Balance, so you don't really have to look at the mod page to see the changes. So this will it's going to be a long process, but eventually I'll get it done. For Odrysian Kingdom, which has relatively few changes, but critical changes, I've listed them out here. BB 10 ammo for Thracian Peltis and Frenzy ability. For Thracian Slingers, BB gave 55% missile block chance. I need to update the Thracian Skirmishers to say that they have quick reload, and update the Dacian Bowmen or Thracian Bowmen saying that they have 150 range. Besides that, yeah, it's basically done. Yeah, so lots of information. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle though, and stay tuned for more. Peace.